my friends, so this starts the how many Goosebumps books can I read in a week. So I have 13 Goosebumps books to read. I'm gonna go to my computer, generate a number, and whatever number pops up, so that's the first book I'm gonna read, and I'm continue to do it till I get down to like 3 to 4 or whatever. So let's head over to the laptop to figure out what I'm going to be reading. Alright everyone, here's the number generator. So as you can see, 13. So generate number 9. Alright, so we're gonna go over here. Here's my stack of Goosebumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I will be reading first Slappy's World. Monster Blood is back, number 13. Alright, I'll get back to you and let you know what I think about it. Hello, my friends. So, it is currently 3:14, and I just finished Monster Blood is back. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. It was very good, really interesting, very different, I would say. It's about Sasha and her best friend Nicole. They love cooking and everything. So it starts out where they're cooking, and Sasha's brother comes in. He's like, "What'd you get me for my birthday?" Blah blah blah. And she has to go find something for his birthday. But they're also in this TV competition. I'll put it right here because of the glare. They're also in this TV competition for cooking. You get the silver spatula. And when I read that, it totally reminded me of SpongeBob. But you got to get the silver spatula, and it's also worth $2,000. So her and Sasha are going to participate in this, and so her and Sasha are going to participate inside of getting this, and then one thing leads to another. They end up in this competition, and there's these two bullies who always cheat, and they end up sabotaging all of their stuff every time they're in the competition. They get kicked out, and then they get put back in because another two students got sick, so they couldn't do it. And then Sasha had so much, she was just tired of their crap, so she put monster blood inside of their food, and the judges ate the monster blood, and nothing happened to them to begin with at that time. And then one thing led to another. The next day they came, and they were huge. Before any of this happened, Sasha almost got hit by a car, so she hit her head. Turns out that everything that we read in this book was just a dream that Sasha had after she hit her head. So, yeah. Like I said, 3 out of, like, I want to say a high 3, like a 3.75, a high 3. So 3.75 for Monster Blood. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll mark it as a 4 on Goodreads, and on Storygraph I'll do 3.5. But I'm about ready to pick my next Goosebumps book to read, so let's see what the next book is going to be, and I will read that and let you know how that goes. Okay, my friends, so you can see that it's down to 12 because I have 12 more Goosebumps to read. So let's generate. It got a 5. And I have not moved this stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will be reading Goosebumps, Reader Beware. You choose the scare. Number 9, The Knight in the Screaming Armor. So this is a you choose. Never read them. So this is the next one I'm reading. I will check in and let y'all know what I think about it. Hey friends. So, just read this. I did 2 of the stories out of here. It says you can choose from 20 different scary endings. I was pretty satisfied at the 2 that I read. I'll probably read more later on, like when my son wants to pick these up and read these. Let me know down below if you read every single ending in these choose your own scares or choose your own adventure books, or do you just choose one story, 2 stories, 3. I think I have one more choose your own scare. If I get that one again today, or I know I'll end up getting it later on during the week. If I get that one, I will read maybe 4 or 5 of the scares. This was pretty cool. So it's about your cousins Kip and Abby come from England, and they bring 2 knights of armor with them because their dad is showing them at some museums and conferences. One is a good knight, one is an evil knight, and the evil knight has this thing, has a curse put on it by a wizard, because the good knight Edmund Saxton killed her dragon. So she put a curse on the screaming knight, and it's here to extract its revenge from. It's gonna try to kill all the Saxtons. I did get to one of the stories where the medallion that's on the knight, it was like attracting you as the reader. It was attracting your attention, and I ran into some fairies and a cottage, and then the next story that I read, you woke up and you were inside of the armor, like you were the knight, one of the knight's warriors and stuff. So that was pretty good and interesting. But let me know if you choose all the ending, if you read all the endings, what you do in these, because this is my very first choose your own adventure or choose your own scare. So I was pretty satisfied with 2. So let me know down in the comments what you would do. And if it's the majority vote of, oh, read them all, I'll probably go back and finish reading the rest of the stories that I didn't read. Okay, time to pick the next book. Alright, for the 3rd time, y'all, generating for the next Goosebumps book read, number 4. Here's the stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goosebumps number 17. Why Am I Afraid of Bees? This is my next read. Wish me luck. Hello friends, so it is Monday night, 10:04 at night, and I just finished Why Am I Afraid of Bees? So we follow a boy named Gray Butts, or not Gray, sorry, Gary Butts. He needed a vacation because kids bully him. They call him Lutz the Klutz. He doesn't really like his life because like everyone makes fun of him, and I totally like would be friends with him because he reads comic books all the time. So if I was in his town or his world, I would be friends with him so he wouldn't have to feel like he had to swap bodies with someone. So he went to this place called Person to Person Vacation. It's not on the back, I just remember. Person to Person Vacation. And he swapped bodies with a boy named Derek Davis. Derek, that's a weird name for a boy, but okay. They're on my bookshelf, that's why this keeps going out of frame. So he comes to realize that he's not afraid of bees anymore. He's not afraid of his bullies because Derek stand up for him and basically beat them up. And it comes to find out that he loves pollen now. So at the end of the book, he started eating pollen out of a flower. Yeah, it was very strange, very different. I'm gonna give it a solid, like, 3 stars. It was okay. Not my favorite Goosebumps, but not that bad. A lot of people say that this is not one of their favorite Goosebumps. It's a horrible one. But in my opinion, it really wasn't that bad. This kid was just bullied and he wanted to swap because his life was horrible. Then he come to realize, oh, my life isn't that bad. I was just being indifferent, I would say. But yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely be rereading this for sure. But thinking of this, just remind me of the B movie with Raymond. I don't know why, but it did. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. It was a really good book. So we're going to generate another number and see what we're reading next. So the generator I'm going to do off my phone because my laptop's in the other room and I really don't want to bring it in here. So, yeah, be right back. Alright everyone, we are going to generate for tonight, and whatever book we pick is what I'll start reading in the morning. So, number 3. So let's go over here. 1, 2, 3. Slappy's World, Diary of a Dummy, number 10. So this is my next read, and I'll let you all know tomorrow.
So up here, put the cap on. Make a decent dent then into the Dragon Republic. I don't know how long I've got left of that either. Thank you. 4 hours and 26. So I could finish it today if I probably got my head down and focused. But whether or not that's going to happen, I don't know. Because I'm coming off the back end of
I just don't want to talk.
I don't want to trigger it again. Managed to trigger it yesterday. But yet again, because it was on Saturday when I had it, and I managed to trigger it again yesterday evening. So I'm trying my very hardest not to trigger that again.
Hello my friends, so I just finished How to Kill a Monster. I was supposed to read this yesterday, but I didn't, so I'm reading it today. It's currently 1:15 on Wednesday, March 15th. So this book is about a girl named Gretchen and her stepbrother Clark. They can't go to Atlanta with their parents, so their parents are dropping them off at their grandparents' house in the middle of a swamp, and their grandparents are weird and old, and they don't really want to stay there, but their parents are making them stay there. So they end up staying, and their dog starts acting weird at first, and then he stops, and they're going about their normal day. Then their grandpa tells them, do not go on the 3rd floor and do not open the door that's locked. So the kids decide to play hide and seek because the house is huge, and they have nothing else to do because they can't go outside and play in the swamp. So Gretchen is the one who's up first looking for her brother Clark, and then she realizes, oh, Clark just went to the 3rd floor just because our grandpa said to stay out of there, so he's hiding where I think he won't hide. So she goes in there and opens the door and finds a swamp monster. And one thing leads to another. Their grandparents lock them inside their house. They leave, and they have to kill the swamp monster. Their grandparents leave them a note and says, you'll be safe as long as you don't open the door. And they're like, well, too late, we've already opened it. And then they end up killing the monster. And the second letter their grandparents left said, do not go into the swamp, stay on the road if you make it out of the house, because the swamp monster's brothers and sisters are looking for him. And it ends with the kids trying to figure out what they should do next. It was a very good book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll probably give it a 5-star. It was very good. I like Clark. He's a typical teenage boy. He reads comic books, so I would probably be friends with Clark because, as y'all know, I'm a huge nerd and I love reading comic books. So I would probably hang out with Clark if I was in this town that they're in. So I'm going to pick my next book that I need to read. I have to read 3 more Goosebumps books today just to keep on track. So let's pick the next Goosebumps book that I'm going to pick up, and I will read it and let you all know what I think about it. So let's figure out what next book I'm picking. Okay, y'all. So the next book I'm generating, we got book number 1. So the book on the number 1 book on the stack is The Beast from the East. So I will be reading The Beast from the East next, and I'll let y'all know when I finish it, what I think of it, and how it goes. Alrighty. Hello friends, so I just finished Beast from the East. Gave it a 5 out of 5. So it's about Ginger and her 2 twin brothers, Nat and Pat. They get lost in the woods and they have to play this weird game with these beasts right here. And they're trying to get to their mom and dad, but they end up getting trapped, almost got eaten, and then they figured out that they're level 3 players, and at the end they run into this giant beast and they're like, we're level 3 players, let us go. He's like, hey, me too. And then he's like, tag, you're it. And weird, but it's a good book. I have book mail, so let's open it. It was thicker than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I got The Beast by R.L.Stine. This book is actually discontinued, so if you have it, keep it or sell it because it's hard to find. But yeah, I can't wait to read it. It's got someone's name in here and it says Lucas. Awesome. So I'm gonna pick my next book and then I'm gonna end this vlog. So see you in the next clip. Okay, y'all, we're picking the next book. So let's do that.
Oh, that's
Generate number 2. So 1, 2. The next book is another Choose Your Own Scare, number 5. So that's the next book I'll be reading, but this is the end of the vlog, so remember to be safe out there, always be kind to each other, and always go on your next book adventure. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me.